Hey, what's up, everybody? JR Spicci here with another PSA reveal today. Today we have an order that came back from one of the guys who submits through me when I do my big bulk submissions. His name's Arthur. He's a police officer out in New Jersey, and he's been anxiously awaiting this package. And sadly for him, it took me a few extra days to get to it because of some issues with the holiday, so on and so forth. But we're doing it now, so stay tuned and hold on while I open this box. Alrighty guys, here we go. Now, I've looked at the grades, but I haven't told Arthur what the grades are yet. So, there's our packing slip right there. So we won't, let's see, it shouldn't have the grades on it, but it's a Yugioh break. So there are the cards. Lots of old stuff. These are all from his childhood collection. And like I said, I've seen the grades, and I will admit that I must have either missed something or I don't even know what, because some of these were extremely undergraded, and you'll see what I mean here in just a second. So let me get this dug out and I'll get right back to the video. Alright guys, back to the video. Sorry about my voice. I've been sick with something for over a week, and I have no idea what it is. I don't usually get sick, but this year I've been sick quite a bit. So anyways, let's do it. So these are all Yu-Gi-Oh cards from my friend Arthur's childhood collection, and he sent them out with the Long Beach order, and so for everybody who sent out with me, cards are starting to slowly roll in. This was a monthly bulk order, so I got it back a little quicker. And basically what I did was I got whatever cards I thought would get a 8, 9, or 10, I got graded. So when you see a few of these cards in here, you're going to be like, what are you, an idiot? Do you know nothing at all about how to grade cards? And unless I see something, I went through every single card, and literally every single card, and looked at the front and the back, made sure there's nothing on it. Like occasionally on these kinds of cards, I find like food, candy, and sticky stuff. But Arthur's, for the most part, I might have found a few I had to try to remove things from, but for the most part, they were all good that I sent in, and I got some that were far from good. So anyways, some of these are, I think there's 13 or 11 PSA 10s, and then a bunch of 9s, and then the rest we'll see. So without further ado, right here I'm going to put population report, how many 10s roughly, and so on and so forth per card, but that's only going to be for the 9s and the 10s. I did try to do an SMR, sports market report, on these, and I just could not find enough sales to give you guys a number of what these are worth. So they're not a lot of them have sold. In fact, not any in a lot of cases. I started off writing everything down, prices and stuff, and I quickly realized I just wasn't going to be able to get much information. So, all right, first one, Gillisaur. It's out of Labyrinth of Nightmare First Edition, just your basic rare. I thought if it got a 10, we could get some decent money for it, though. Maybe 30, 40 bucks, but it come back an 8. Next, okay, Metal Raiders First Edition Cannon Soldier, came back a 9. Alright, Chain Destruction Pharaoh's Servant, came back a 9. Nice. So starting off there, not horrible. Labyrinth of Nightmare Soul of Purity has a nice one. First Edition, came back a nice 9. Magic Hats Pharaoh's Servant, came back a 10. Nice card. Magic Rulers First Edition, came back a 9. Heroes Shadow Scout. Alright, Manga Ryu Ran First Edition, out of Magic Rulers, that one's an 8. Now, I was really hoping for these ones to be 9s or better. It was the better stuff, like the secret rares, ultra rares, stuff like that, that I was hoping for I would settle for the 8s. Now, here's one, for example. I wouldn't have sent this card in with that dinged corner. So I don't know if PSA did it or if I missed it. I'm not going to place blame on them. They can't damage every single card that goes through there that we say they damaged. So maybe I missed this one. But I definitely would not have sent it if I saw that corner. So it's the first edition, so it's still sellable. Probably get our money back, the grading fee. But this one's not going to be high dollar card, unfortunately. So sorry about that one, Arthur. I don't know how I missed it. I really don't know how I missed it. I looked over all these cards, corners, front, back, made sure centering was okay for the most part, and it mostly was, but yeah, I missed that one. Okay, Destruction Punch, first edition. That one came back a 9. Alright, here's the best card in the set, guys, and I looked over this card and I couldn't see anything severely wrong with it to prevent it from getting, you know, oh, I see it now. Slight bend right there on the edge, you see right there, it looks like. That must be what they saw, but still. And then, let's see here, it's got some normal surface scratches on the back. That's from playing with it. But I don't see, let's see, sorry guys, okay. It's hard to see down here, but if you look down here, it's a slight line, like an impression right there. Did you see it right there? And maybe that's what brought it down. But this beautiful card that I would gladly add to my collection got a 2. Which is very disappointing. I thought maybe this thing would get an 8. You know, but I didn't see this impression right there. And I'm wondering if, I mean, here we go again saying it. I don't want to, but did PSA accidentally mark that right there? I mean, it's very faint. In fact, with the naked eye, it looks even, the card looks even better. But with the light on, you can kind of see. So there's that. So, Arthur, this card looked really, really good, and I must have missed this down here. I mean, you can't even, usually, when you look at it with the naked eye, when you get it at home, you're going to see that, and you're going to be like, whoa, they really murdered that card. Okay, Metal Raiders, first edition. Nice card. That came back an 8. Miles Radiant, first edition, a 7. So I don't know what they saw on this. I mean, there's a little tiny bit of white chipping right here. Like I said, I sent these in hoping for 8s or better. That's not a lot of chipping right there. And I don't see any chipping on the back. It's a pretty nice clean card. Anyway, so I got a 7, probably from those couple little itty bitty specks. But it is first edition, so at least get our money back on that one. First edition, Magic of Dispel. This one came back a 10. That's pretty darn good. Gem Mint 10, first edition, Labyrinth of Nightmare. Nice card. Jar of Greed, first edition, came back an 8. You know, respectable enough grade for these things. And then, considering these are his childhood cards, first edition, Spirit of the Breeze, Gem Mint 10. I mean, you gotta remember, these are his cards that he had when he was a kid. So these cards have been in a child's care all the way up until they became an adult. Here's a nice card. Fire Princess came back in 8. Labyrinth of Nightmare. So for them to survive, now granted he did have a Blue Eyes White Dragon, but it had multiple bends and stuff in it. It wasn't a first edition though, it was just unlimited, but still. Came back a 9. So for these cards to have survived that long, I mean, that's amazing. I can see if you just pulled them all out of boxes, then you know, old packs, they'd all be nice. But look at this 5. Look how clean this card is. And maybe up here, maybe that little spot right there, I'm guessing. Yeah, I see a little spot right there. Must have meant it, or missed it, I mean. So he gave us a 5 because of it. Little tiny something right there, but it's just really nothing. But right there, I'm guessing that's what gave this thing a 5, right there. Wow, they really freaking hammer these cards like that right there. You'd think that you're looking at an 8, but they're just brutal with these ones this time. Magic Ruler, Black Pendant, come back a 9. And let's see. Wall came back a Gem Mint 10. Too bad it's not a first edition. Still an early Pharaoh Servant card. Okay, let me get the next box out. Okay, got that box out of the way. Let's do this one. Sorry, I'm trying to watch what I'm doing on camera, through my camera, instead of looking at it with my own eyes. Alright, let's check box number 2. So this order was a total of 55 cards. Alright, Gem Mint 10 right there. Mystic Space Typhoon. Unlimited. Nice card. Let's see. Nobleman of Crossout. That one got a 7. Not sure why. I'm going to look at it right quick. I don't see much of any flaws on the front. I don't know. Could be some wear on the back I'm kind of seeing, but not sure if it's the case or the back. This card really looks super clean, guys. Not sure why they gave it a 7. I mean, the card is really nice. So that's disappointing, but should be able to get our money back on it, at least on the grading fee. Alright, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Mystical Elf, and an 8. I'm going to stop trying to figure out what's wrong with these things that are 7s and better, because, like I said, that last one I couldn't see anything. Okay, Relinquish was a great card back in the days. Early start of that card. Taking a quick peek, seeing if I see anything. No, not there. This card looks super nice. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Okay, on that Trihorn Dragon where I saw that line down here, that's the case. That's the sleeve that the card's in, I think. Because I see the same line right down here. Which you guys can't really see, but oh, maybe you can right there now. Hold on a second. Yeah, right? You see the line down here? That's actually the card sleeve that it's in. So I have no idea. Let me get my autofocus back on. I don't know, guys. Got a 7. I don't know why. That card looks super sweet. Okay, Black Illusion Ritual. An 8. Yeah, that Relinquish, I couldn't find anything wrong with it. Okay, a 2. Alright, what did we miss on this one? Because, oh, I see. I wonder if they did that or if I just missed it. Right down there. There's a little bit of a bend in the corner. But I looked at all these cards, front and back, every corner. So I might have just missed another one. It kind of stinks because it's a Toon Summon Skull. It's a cool old card. Oh, yeah, I definitely... Oh, my gosh. Alright, I missed this because I would never have sent this one in. But look at these corners. Sorry for the... Look at these corners. Go all the way. I must have just missed this card. Seen it was a great card, sent it in, and apparently missed something because I wouldn't have normally sent in this card. I mean, I definitely wouldn't have. So sorry about this one, Arthur. We should be able to get our money back on the grading fee at least, though. So we shouldn't lose money on fees at least. We just may not make a ton of money like we were hoping because some of these grades are a little rough. Like this came back a 5. I don't even know why. Curse of the Dragon. I mean, it's not. The front looks beautiful. The back, nice see here. Bottom corners. Bottom corners have some wear. Alright, well, apparently, I mean, that was a busy weekend, and apparently I just didn't. That's a 9, Royal Command. Apparently I just didn't look at these as well as I thought I did, because I really thought I looked at them very well. I mean, at least there's only a few I missed, but I probably saw the front of the card, realized it's a cool card, good card, you know, and then looked at it quick. I mean, you got to remember I was going through 1,300 cards, and I just missed a few, so I am very sorry, brother. And if you lose any money on grading fees, let me know, and I'd be glad to make it up to you somehow, because I told you you're going to make money on this lot, not lose money. So I don't think you're going to lose money. There's a nice card destruction in a PSA 10. But on those couple cards, you might not make money is the thing. Banisher of Light. Nice, 9. Man-Eater Bug. Nice 8 out of Blue Eyes. Alright, there's a nice old starter deck. This is a Kaiba starter deck, and this one came back a 6. And I got it graded because it was an old Blue Eyes, an original. Even though it's not the Legend of Blue Eyes set. It's got a little wear here on the corner. Just a little tiny touch. And then the back, the corners have just a little slight wear, edge wear there. But I haven't got a 6, but still a sellable card. People love it. Now this one is way worse. So I don't know what I was hoping for here, but this top right hand corner is the only place I see an issue. And I don't remember it being that bad. It's pretty rough. I mean, that's the only flaw I see on the whole card right there. And that knocked it all the way down to a 3. So, not great. Now, generally, when I send these cards in, I send in, you know, a lot of times it's vintage cards that are packed fresh. So I do really, really well on them. And apparently, when you send some cards in that have just a little bit of play and wear, they are, there's a lot more to miss, I guess. So I'm learning from this experience right now that when I'm dealing with older handled cards, I really need to expect either worse grades than I think, or I really need to look at these cards better. And I just sent another huge order. Hey, sorry everybody, there's a weird buzzing sound on my phone, so I had to chop it out. That little indentation I just missed, that's why it's got a 6. So, you really got to look at these things, guys, when you submit ones that are handled by kids. Bottom 2 corners, not perfect. Right there. Too bad, nice promo card. Skull Dice, top left hand corner is not great either. Just a little wear on those corners. Another Griffin wing. Look at that. Same card. I think. Nope. Different card. Sorry. That one got a 10. Old starter deck. 10. That's pretty nice. That's Pegasus starter deck. Let's see. Labyrinth Nightmare. Dark Spirit of Silent. Nice 10 right there, too. Sick card. Alrighty. Spellbinding Circle and a 9. So we got a lot of decent grades. I mean, 8, 9s, and 10s. We did get a lot. Maybe I'm beating myself up a little bit because when I submit cards for guys and I take a look at them for them, I want to get them all 10s. I did mention that we're shooting for 8s to 10s on these old ones. I just wish we could have got better grades on some of the higher dollar ones, like that Trihorn Dragon. 10 sells for between, recent sold prices between $800 and $1,200. So I was really hoping to get a good card for a good grade on that one for him. Yeah, this is nice. Gem Mint 10. Okay. There's a 7, so it's probably something you barely even notice. Top right hand corner is the only thing I can see on the front. Just got a little tiny itty bitty wear right there. Right there, you see it. Back looks good. Back corners look nice too. Graceful Charity and a 6. What did we miss? Something minuscule and stupid. The front of this card looks beautiful. And the back looks beautiful. Maybe that right there is a speck of paper loss, maybe? That would drop it to a 6. That's the only thing I can see. Alright, lower to D and a 5. What happened here? Started at Kaiba. I see a little... Oh, that's on the case. That's on the case. Front looks nice. Maybe some slight chipping on the top, maybe? I don't know if that's chipping or the way the card was made, but see the back? I really don't know. This card looks pretty friggin' nice to me. Sorry, the autofocus back on. Alright, Fairy Meteor Crush and an 8. So that one will most likely look like a Gem Mint card, because the 8s seem to Alright, another good card. Serpent Knight Dragon. This one got a 6. I don't see what the problem is here. Let me look at it here. I mean, the front looks beautiful, unless there's... Oh, I see, right there. Right there. See that little tiny dimple? Right there, you see it? Right there. I'm trying to get the light so you can see it good right there. That had to have been it. This card was sharp. Tad bit of corner wear down here on the bottom right, but just a touch. That dimple had to have been what it was. Okay. Barrel Dragons and a 9. Nice card. Soul Exchange and a 10. Nice. Gem Mint 10, Soul Exchange. Mask of the Accursed and a 7. So something very small and minor to make this become a 7. Man, my voice is just crappy. Looks like top to bottom centering's pretty far off, so that could be what it is here. Is it top, bottom? Yeah, it's probably the centering I missed on that one right there. I was going through these kind of quick, like I said. Well, I can't say that. I took my time, actually. I mean, I really did take my time. Little spot right there, too, actually. A little imperfection on the edge there. Yeah, I didn't go through these too quick. I went through these over, I mean, literally, it took me 12 hours to fill out all the paperwork. And this one got a 4, and it took me hours and hours of going through stuff. I don't know why this one got a 4. I try not to spend too much time on it here. Let's see. I don't really know. This card looks beautiful. I don't know. Without staying here looking at it forever, but I don't want to do it to you guys. Flew to Summoning Dragon. Another one, a 6. Probably a little tiny, well, maybe that's it. I don't know. I can't tell if there's a little imperfection right here or not. Let's see. Little tiny indentation right here. You'll see. I can't even get it to show. But there it is. Come on, give me some. Anyways, little itty bitty tiny indentation, I think. Now I'm blind from looking at the light. I'm reflecting off the case too long. Alright, there's a Heavy Storm 9. Nice one out of Old Metal Raiders. And the last one of this order is Harpy Lady Sisters. And an 8. That's a good looking card, guys. Alright, hold on. I'm going to pull that Trihorn Dragon back out and look at it one more time. Alright, I want to check this out one more time. Okay, so I see... What do I see? I don't know. I see some warping on the surface, but I thought it was the way it was made. I don't know if you guys can see that. Is that warping? Maybe this card was slightly wet at one time. Maybe that's why they butchered it with a 2. You see what I'm saying there? Now, I looked at this and I thought maybe it was just the way it was made. You see how that rippling, warping? That's not how it is on a regular card. It's just much smoother. You still see that little bit of stuff, but this one is quite a bit more. So maybe that has something to do with it. And then down here, yeah, where I thought it was a crease, it's definitely the sleeve. Yeah, let me get some. It's definitely a sleeve. So there's not a crease on the bottom of this thing. Let me just turn my brightness down a little bit. Okay, so up here, where was it? Where was that corner that was a little rough? Oh, and there's a little dot right here. Right there, a little indentation right there. And where was it? The top edge right there, that little mark. But I really think overall this card is mostly butchered. The grade is just brutal because of the surface of the card. Looks like it may have been wet and dried at one time. See that? Alright, I'll quit bothering you guys with that. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to this video. And stay tuned for some more PSA returns from that 1,300 card order. I broke it up into smaller orders so that way I could basically so I could do lots of roughly 100 card videos, and also to help soften the blow when they're all done. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. Happy holidays, and I'll catch you later.